Ron, I've been doing this almost 40 years. I can't even think about if I've ever had balance like that. I probably have never confidently substituted like this, even in non-conference. And what has dictated that is what goes on in practice every day. And you show me in practice, because I think our practices are extremely tough. I think they're fighting for playing time. And I tell them, don't worry about who's starting. Make me play you. Well, they're all making me play them. You know, even Meg, she fouled out. I told her she broke Grace's record. She fouled out in less time than Grace did this year.
Hey, Coach, obviously defensively in the first half, just what did you see that was working so well that it allowed you to throw the ball?
I thought we were, well, let me say this. We had too many technicals, but I want to give you a little background, okay? They took it real personal with all the stuff that was on social media. And I'll leave it at that. And so they were fired up. With that many technicals, I usually am going to lose it or I'm going to sit you. But it was bulletin board material and it fired them up. And that was too many technicals. If you're going to play great teams, you can't have that. But I wasn't surprised. So back to your question on defense, we're getting better. Straight line drives are always going to be a problem because the game is so good. You have so many one-on-one players. But I thought there were moments with certain groups together on the floor that the straight line drive, when we would get beat, a second defender would help. And then another defender would help the helper. I thought it got a little sloppy there late in the fourth quarter, but I thought for the most part we did some good things.
Yeah, and I was just going to ask, aside from the technicals, is it good to have your team, just throughout the non-conference continue to find things that motivate them and just stay together and come together?
I have those kids send the social media stuff to me. I don't see any of that unless it's sent to me, and it fired them up. And if I was a player, I'd be fired up too. I always look for ways to motivate. You can find things to put on a bulletin board or say to kids to motivate them, to get them just a little bit more pumped up. Do it.
Kim, so I guess did you talk to the team today about that? I guess once the kids showed you what was online.
I think we probably laughed about it, and I probably trash talked them and cut up with them and do what we do. We have personalities, but it wasn't like that's the most important thing in a scouting report. They were all aware of it.
And I'm going to ask you too, when you get, I think they combined for 56 points between Michaela, flaujae, and Michaela, when you get that kind of production from the quote-unquote big three, but when you get that, do you feel like you'll win more games than you'll lose?
We can score the ball. We can score the ball at all positions. I know Jada and KG were 0 from the field, but they can score the ball. I just want to keep focusing on our defense. Our defense and our rebounding. And I think our rebounding, I didn't even look at it collectively. Well, 17 more. We're going to have to do it as a group. We're not going to have that one dominant rebounder like we've had. So just doesn't matter. Give me 8, 9, 10. You guards, give me 5 or 6. It doesn't matter how you get it. And I see Kate had 12, and you had a couple more that were close to having double-figure rebounds. So, like I said, we can score the ball. Let's just get better defensively.
I know you want to talk about defense, but you've made almost half your three-pointers. Is there anything behind that? Is there anything to that number through the first 4 games of the season?
Yeah, it's that dang coach that's in charge of three-pointers. I need to give him a raise, right? Because it's the same one that's in charge of free throws that we're not shooting too good from the foul line. I guess it's too close, right? Yeah, I don't know that if there's not a perimeter player that we have that is uncomfortable at the three. I sit here and I really have to think, we don't have one perimeter player that the three is not in their range. And look, they come off the bench and they're gonna jack it. Sometimes it's not good shots, it's too quick in the shot clock, but it's not anything, Reed, that we're doing differently. I mean, we practice threes the same way we have since I've been here, since I've been coaching. It might be just better recruiting, huh? Bringing in players that can shoot it.
Speaking of recruiting, I wanted you to speak on your freshman class. They're making an immediate impact. They play really hard. How do they compare to maybe some of your other freshman classes in your career, and can you talk about their maturity as well?
Well, you can't compare players. It's like I tell people, it's like comparing your children. But what this freshman class is doing, they're getting minutes, and they're getting valuable minutes that matter. And they all are giving you something when they're out there. And you got your two bigs, which are really small. We call them, give me the small bigs in there now. So athletic. And then you got Bella and Devon, they can shoot the ball. And then you got Meg, who we picked up late, and she'll get in there and tussle with you a little bit. They're gonna play. And they're a huge part of what we're gonna try to do the whole year.
Coach, can you kind of expand on what you saw from Kate tonight and what you really liked from her?
Well, I've seen it from Kate since we started practice. Kate doesn't get too high or get too low. When we like to tease her and call her grandma, she kind of keeps everything, together and helps her teammates. But she really didn't have many shot attempts. So you challenge her, go to the boards. And she did. We challenge her, rebound out of your area. Go get balls, hang on to the balls. And as you look at it, she had a double-double and probably should have had more shot attempts if I would have called out some quick hitters, but I just let us play tonight.
Yeah, Coach, just what have your conversations been like with Jada as she continues to navigate the early part of the season?
You don't say a whole lot because, Jada is one of the better shooters we have, but if I have a conversation with her, and I don't know that I will anytime soon, she's doing fine. She's probably down right now because she did score a field goal, but one of her better games has been when she had the 7 assists. Just manage the game. We know you can shoot. Just manage the game. Be the quarterback out there. Don't try to be someone you're not. You've earned the right to be in that starting lineup. I'm not going to take you out because you went 0 for 8. Just be you. Do what you do. And I think one game she picked up 2 fouls quickly, and that took her out of rhythm. The thing that I would tell her, as I actually did, is don't let your missed shots affect the other parts of your game. Don't let the missed shots affect your defense, affect your present, the way you present yourself out there as a quarterback. Don't let that affect you.
Michaela's first 2 years were great, but her level of efficiency right now is just off the charts. What's good?
Michaela she's up here. Her game is up here now. She's passing, she's sharing the ball, she can shoot it and score anytime. Her defense, she's really focused on trying to be better defensively. We already know she can pass the ball. That basketball looks like a softball to her. She probably has taken some coaching challenges better early in our preseason and taken it to heart because her practices were very, very good. But you want to be talked about when your career is over here. So take those minutes in practice and elevate your game and make everybody around you even better. I find that she's actually a little bit too unselfish. And but I really like where she is right now.
Time for a couple more. Anybody? Scott?
I know you like offense and tell them go get down, move the ball, go push it up court, but They were 0 for 17 in the second quarter and 5 for 35 in the first half. Does that please you the most, that y'all really clamped down on them in the first half, for a half like that? And can you get a whole game of that kind of intensity?
Well, I don't know if you can get a whole game like that, because I thought in the second half of the fourth quarter, the second part of the fourth quarter, we were sloppy. So the second quarter, as I told them at halftime, I said, has to be a record. You can't do any better than that, right? So just challenge them throughout a game like this. Give them little goals in the timeout. Give them little things to try to accomplish. And that's what you try to do. And some of them we did good, and some of them we didn't in the second half.
Last one, Corey.
Kim, did you expect them to not shake hands after the game tonight, or was that a little surprising?
Who?
Their basketball team.
My kids didn't shake hands?
No, the Charlotte players.
I didn't even notice that. They shook my hand. You mean after they shook my hand, they didn't shake the rest of people's hands?
Yeah, I didn't.
I thought they
see
did.
them shake
I
the
think
play-
they
I didn't
did.
see the players from each team.
Oh, no one's told me that took place. It's the first time I've heard that. I shook their hands, and I just assumed everybody went down the line. And if they didn't, I think I would have been told that. And nobody told me that. But again, I didn't see that.